Hello and welcome back to RailRoads Online. So today we are here back in the number 12, seeing if we can come up with a decent solution for the problem we ran into there with the little Craig Company hoppers there not lining up, or the side dump hoppers, not even Craig, but the side dump hoppers there, West Side Lumber Company side dump car, did not line up for the gold ore there, so the car is just a little too small. So we did turn around and find out that the big hoppers do line up there, so we are using those. Today we're going to kind of get out and see if our solution is actually going to be the solution. So a couple of things we did do, I guess, before we get too far. I should probably stop this. We turned around and put in the bigger turntable there. That allows us to turn the whole train, as you saw this whole thing. So the porter with the 3 cars all fits decent on there, no problem. So it lets you turn around the whole train. Hey, open. Alright, shove those in there so we don't have any more problems. But yep, we get the 3 cars and the hopper, or 3 cars and the hopper, porters. The porter and the hoppers all go on the turntable. That's the point at the end of the day. So there we go. So we did step that up to the bigger turntable, which then obviously we did have one little tree in there that we had to cut down, but it works. Lets us turn around the whole train, so that's kind of cool. Makes this run kind of do what we wanted it to do. So we're going to go off and see now if we got the rest of this solved, or if it's not going to work. I think we came up with a solution for it, as it didn't want to turn around and rip up and relay all of this rail. So we're not planning on doing that. I'm not planning on doing that. Don't really want to do that. We're just going to change the way that we do the run, and yeah, it's going to take a little more of a run, but not really much, and it's really no big deal. So alright, we will need to get signage in down here yet. That is definitely a thing. I have not done that. Get this thing moving along just as fast as possible. Check our switches, and that should leave us to be good. Get rid of that while we're cruising along. 3 little hoppers. I do really like this train. Kind of, that's a legit like mining little train, so it's cool. And with this, we probably can add a few more cars, though we wouldn't be able to turn it around in one chunk, so I'm not too sure, but we could disconnect 3, turn it around, and just run the porter in the middle. Sometimes I'm not too sure how we would do that. Suppose we could just kick the cars loose and turn the loco around, but I don't know. I do like the fact that we can turn around this whole little train, and really the runs down here aren't super long, so I don't mind running a few runs instead of having to stick it all into one train. Not as important. Alright, we got fire, we got water, we got temperature, we got all that good stuff. Looking good. We will be on the bowl line, not running out of the dish today. That's for sure. Just kind of a fun little area to run around the trains. It's like we were kind of having a chat just this morning about, sometimes you don't want to have an hour-long run and run around trains, or at least, one load. So sometimes it's kind of nice just to have the flipping around stuff. And this layout's kind of presenting that opportunity, so it's kind of been fun. Oh, there's a mushroom. There's another one. Oh, this is totally like gnome country in here with all the mushrooms and stuff. So that's cool. I have to say, it is kind of nice that they added neat little features like that. The ants, the fish, mushrooms, all that stuff. It's kind of cool that it's in the game. Little things to find here and there. Kind of make it fun. probably didn't need to chop that just yet. Plenty of distance to get to. Did turn around and put in some holding and a new switch over here. So we'll see some of that as we come in. Another little loco that we added, obviously, for running around and stuff down here and helping out. Right now it's currently tasked on the water. So we have the water train over there. It's kind of hard to see off in the distance just yet, but we'll see it probably as we back up a little closer here. So just a few little holding tracks there. Alright, we will be stopping and going in reverse here. Kick that. Boom, boom. Do have to say, switching on the map is a huge improvement. Was not sure how I would feel about that one. Absolutely love the addition to it once you start getting used to it. Now my only ask is that they figure out a way to add the cranes to that so we can load cranes on the map. I have to say, that would be a super cool quality of life deal right there if we didn't have to get out of the train to load it all the time, I have to say. So hopefully maybe that could be a thing someday. But absolutely loving the switches on the map. You know, now it's once you get a cool feature, you want more cool features. So I guess the idea here is that what we're going to do is we're going to empty out the main ore line there at the dredge with the big car, because that lines up great and has no problem. And then we're just going to come over here and hopefully side dump from one to the other is going to be the hope. So let's see how that all goes. And if that works, that's going to be our solution to this problem. Because as it goes, this train holds 18, so these cars hold 22. Obviously, we could probably get 2 of the cars shoved onto that siding and have plenty of gold in there for us to do plenty of runs, really, as far as I'm concerned with the porter. And then it just takes us 1 car to unload that and bring it over here. I mean, we could just shove, obviously, the big hopper into the gold if we wanted to, but I really wanted to keep these side dump cars in the loop and not get rid of that. So that was kind of the challenge of figuring out how to do that. There we go. All right, so that's going to empty that out. Obviously, we would normally have more. Did not have time to refill the gold to see that that works, so that I think we'll take that one out and we'll go finish it. But we did add a wood rick in here. Now that we're going to be running a few of the wood locos down here, and then this is the holding that we kind of just stuck in for the time being. Did turn around and pick up another little porter, obviously number 13 on that one, going to follow number 12, so 12, 13 are going to be porters. This one we did just go with 2 of the water tanks. Again, that enables us to turn the thing around on the turntables, so we can just run that thing right up on the turntable and turn it around no matter which way it's running. Just kind of the point. Lets them just be little you know, local facility kind of locomotives, if you will, is the plan there. Alright, heading out of the yard. Probably don't need to just bust everything. Not really going to hurt anything, so who cares? But there we go. Moving our little ore on down the way. This is just, I gotta say, this is one of my overall favorite, like, complete trains. It's a little bit of a bummer. It can't turn around more than 3 cars, but with the whole, I love the fact that we can just pull this thing up on a turntable and turn it around. Like, it's just super cool. The whole little train, and it can run in whatever direction it wants to. It's just, it's just kind of funny and gonna be neat to have down here as a little industry chain. So, and either one of the porters, I'm sure, can handle that one big hopper on the flat ground, no problem. So, although we may stick another, it gives us another opportunity for another locomotive, to be totally honest. So, you know, that might not be a horrible run for like Eureka or something. It's all nice and flat. Well, it's just one big heavy car. Eureka, it's gold, and Eureka could be parked there, right there with it. So, in fact, Now that I'm thinking about it, we probably will do that and just throw another Eureka in there, or a Eureka in there. It will give us a reason to have a Eureka on the layout. We are getting almost all of the locomotives in on this layout so far, so yeah, if we turn that over to Eureka, then we're really getting down there. 10 mile, class 70, class 125, and I believe we still need a climax on the railroad somewhere too. So, oh, and the I guess the cook consolidation, we do not have one of those either, but getting most of the logos in on the layout, so that's cool. Still have plenty of money too, not too worried about that. Obviously, just buying some extra stuff here and there now. Now it's about looks, filling things in and making it look the way we want it to. We'll be trying to get this save file finished up, or at least, you know, the track stuff both in there, so that it, you know, people who want the save file can turn around and play with it. So we'll be getting that done coming up soon too. Still have a couple industries to go, so bear with me. Don't try to, like, it's not going to be next week or anything, but I'll be trying to get that pushed out. So like to get all the locos in it and stuff like that before we get to that, so no point in shutting that down yet. Do have to say, with these patch of trees over here, I really kind of like the way that this facility came out. It sits on that ledge nice. That's one of the harder facilities kind of to move around, as you are looking for a bench. I actually don't even mind this big humped dirt on the side. I think it just kind of fits into the industry look-wise. Like, so, really kind of happy with the way that the stuff down here came out. The little parts of the game I have fun with, I guess. Nice look off at the Lima. That one we're certainly adding at least one or two more cars, and we're going to see how that goes. Just had to start getting in all the rest of our stuff there. Nice clear of rocks. Everything else looking good. Most of the stuff we got to leave in here, so pretty happy. We haven't had to take out a ton of trees or rocks or anything like that. Things came together fairly decent. Really like the look of this area on the map, I have to say. It's one of the better looking areas. Great mixture of things down here. You got water, you got reflections, you got mountains in the distance. Trees, no trees, but not like just blatant crazy clear cuts. It's great. It's one of my favorite areas in the game, that's for sure. Alright, so we'll call that there, and then I think we should just be able to back this one right up there this time. No need to turn it around. Which, that's not a bad little run. If this is what it actually runs, then we don't even need to really turn this one around. We'll be turning around the water one probably. Well, we won't really have to even turn this loco around a heck of a lot. So that's not bad. And eventually maybe they change the way that the hitboxes work on these, or the way that the crane drops there at the gold thing, and then these just work direct. So we'll, you know, keep the hope out for that. They do adjust the hitboxes from time to time, and that may have been a new thing with the locked linkable loading areas that may get adjusted. You know, who knows? We'll just have to see how that goes. Not opposed to doing a little bit of a run back here. Not super long. I have to say, that's a fairly cute little train, as far as trains go. So, the happy little train is staying there. We'll have some solution to the water coming up too. I honestly think we're probably just going to short this one and put a water tower in right here next to the drop off. So that'll just be a matter of bringing the car in really to move over water rather than running in loads. Just kind of over the water running thing is a little bit too much of it. I think I'm going to shorten some of that just to save the headache. I suppose this is probably a ton of money. Pile it in, whatever, 26,000. So not doing too bad. Wasn't a lot of gold there, but I guess who knows? What do we get out? Oh, what are we getting out of here? Not what are we getting? I know we get refined gold, but like how much are we getting? So we got like 10 refined gold. So that'll probably pay for something and be pretty good money. I don't remember how much exactly that stuff pays, but I know there was a lot of money in the gold chain when we got that thing done before. So we'll be looking forward to that and getting that in. There's our derby car from the other day. So yeah, but I mean that's kind of how we solved the problem. So it didn't even really move the track or anything else. Just figured out that obviously some of the cars, the hitboxes are slightly different. So if you run into a problem where one doesn't want to load, that's an option you can turn around and take a look at. That you can always load from one car to another and give a different car a shot at the load. It might be able to actually get it without having to alter too much. So that's just what that is. But I think we're going to call that a win and definitely a solution to the problem. Say thanks for tuning in. If you get a chance, like, share, subscribe. Subscriptions are free, but they certainly do help the channel. And I hope you all have a great day.